All right, let's get into the game with the developer. Now, Bearlike, he's not only the developer, he's actually a very good player. For the first time we played him with Phantom Ray Old School, we beat him really good. But after that, like he figured it out, and we were pretty much unable to beat him again. So I think very highly of Bearlike's skill at Phantom Rays, but now we have the Phantom Oil. So I think we go with this. The Rhino spec could be okay too, but I think this is definitely way better. We want the crawlers instead of the sledges. Also, we'll start positioning our crawlers more forward now. We have a new way of positioning our units. Okay, so if he does this, then we just go like this. Okay, so in this case, we go with the arc lights first, I think. Or is hounds better? We get the hounds now, then we don't have to buy them later. So I think in this case, the hounds might just be better than the arc lights because he may not build... if he builds crawlers, the arc light is better. But if he doesn't build crawlers, I'm not sure how good the arc lights are. Probably go like this. Okay, so arc lights would have been, I think, okay here, but the problem is the Mustangs, they stay behind the steel ball, so yeah, I kind of don't mind the hounds for now. The hounds are probably doing as good as the arc lights would, potentially even better, because it takes more shots to kill for the steel balls. It's a very interesting avatar he has there. Okay, so we skip straight into Phantom Rays. We could have went quick teleport. We kind of didn't. We weren't thinking. Probably have to do a missile here, but I'm not sure how to do the missile. Maybe have to do it like here. So we're not likely to win this round because he's just got too much anti-air. And we don't have the fire quite yet. But next round, we should have the fire. I mean, we could have sold out of the sledge. But kind of feels like we could wait around for the fire oil to come online. Fortified Mustang, that is super interesting. Now his Mustangs still have a lot of range. Same as the Fang now. So that means they should technically still burn, the same as the Fangs, but Missile Interceptor will actually nullify the Hound's fire, so we're gonna have to start putting the fire kind of in the back. This is a very interesting flank from him. I think it's gonna work, because the Mustangs will kill the Phantom Rays before the Phantom Rays get on top. Didn't see the missile, but probably good since there's only 3 balls left. So thankfully we did that. Now the fortification isn't going to make a huge difference for the Phantom Rays. So in fact, it might be good for the Phantom Rays. It's just the fire. I'm not sure how long it's going to take to burn, but I think it'll take a little bit longer to burn. We have to hope that the Mustangs don't level up, because it'll take less time to burn. But I do like how this is working here. The problem is the anti-missile is going to be really bad for us. So we have to skip since nothing leveled up. Now we'll go for our old our old spell here. I think we need to have a back one here as well. Probably even like this, so one or two units go that way, because this is likely going to be it's going to be a bit of a problem. We could also do another missile here just to make sure. Might go anti-missile this round though, but I think it's not the end of the world to try another missile here, like this. Okay, so no anti-missile quite yet. He goes Phantom Rays, and interestingly, he goes armor instead of the shield. In a Phantom Ray Mirror, he also went. No, he didn't go for the quick teleport. Why does this have a shield? Okay. So yeah, it's interesting. I don't know why he doesn't like the shield so much. For us, the shield's the most important. But if he goes Phantom Ray Mirror, our shield is useless because his burst will kill our Phantom Rays. So, interesting. You know, Bearlike was pretty much the only person to beat us in a Phantom Ray Mirror, which is just crazy. Wasps are probably going to be better than the Phoenix here, so we can go Wasps. Probably go AA. Kind of just don't know how much he wants to commit to this, but yeah, AA Wasps would be quite good in general against his air units. Just don't know how much he wants to commit, that's the problem. Probably need some missiles here potentially. Okay, so let's think about this. So we have the Wasps. Put them. I don't know how we put them here. Or do we go like 1-1? Probably not, right? Okay, so more Phantom Rays, I think. He's definitely gonna do the anti-missile now, I think. So maybe not worth the missile, or do we try it again here? Kind of a precarious situation here, but we are loading up this side. Anti-missile does come down, so this missile is going to be wasted, but it's just one missile. Looks like he's starting to commit to the Phantom Rays. We might want to go AA spec on the Wasps now. Okay, so now we have to go AA Wasp, right? Could go with the fire here, I think. Does he have fire extinguisher? So fire here would be really good. And fire here would also be potentially even better, but I think this is more important here. So now we go AA spec. Where are his? His are all back. It's kind of tough, but we have to commit to the Wasps now, I think. Okay, so What else do we do? Just throw down an oil here, maybe? Just so that this backline burns quicker? Probably not horrible. Probably wouldn't mind throwing down a missile here, right? I don't know about that. Maybe not. What the? Yeah, it's kind of a lot of money just to kill this one pack of Mustangs. But that might have been stupid. He's also mirroring the AA Wasp, so now it's a Wasp mirror. I think we go range next, but if he goes forts, then I don't know. Probably shield wouldn't be bad, but yeah, maybe shield wouldn't be bad on these level 3 wasps. Since we're likely not going to be going to the point where we go quad tech, so this is probably okay. Wonder if we just get more dogs, or if the fire is already guaranteed to light. Obviously that was the fire round for us, so yeah, I'm not sure here. Let's get one fire dog here. Let's start borrowing, I think. Just get the extra range. Alright, so we're full on into the Wasp mirror. We have the extra range here. He has the steel balls, so that he has the tank. And the fire, okay. Alright, so we keep winning the Wasp mirror. This might be GG for him now because, yeah, I mean, he needs to transition to forts. The forts did not come as a drop, unfortunately, for him. Vulcans could be interesting. But what do we really do with the Vulcans, right? Just Vulcans to the steel balls? I don't think we need the Vulcans given we have so much fire already, but the only problem is potentially the Mustangs. He's got AA spec, but no range. I kind of don't want to invest into something that may not work here, so 400. Get a little bit more value out of the Stormcrawler, but maybe the Vulcan isn't bad to unlock for 100. And the Stormcrawler is completely useless, so let's just go for this. Could consider burst, but probably not. Need to upgrade everything here. Probably even go for the elite marksman. Do you think we sell out of one of these guys? And just keep going wasps here. Yeah, this still can do something because it can ignite the fire. Just get an upgrade here, or maybe a defense or an attack. Oops, float 100. This is not good for us. Losing our front line. So the Raidens, I think, is not exactly amazing for him. It's only 2 Raidens untacked. It might even die to the AA Wasps, like, quicker than you think, but The Mustangs are taking out quite a lot of the you know, they've won this side, so yeah, the Mustangs were doing surprisingly a lot, even for level 1. He didn't even borrow. Okay. Heavy armor is probably good. Let's go heavy armor into this or this. So this is doing a lot. I think we probably still want to consider the firebomb actually. Not sure if we can sell out of everything. I mean, these Phantom Rays are doing nothing now. So probably sell out of one of those. And I think we just go for the full setup. Could potentially do an anti-missile device here or go for a chaff. Probably better to go for an anti-missile, right? Expecting the missile here. No missile. This is very bad for us. We weren't expecting the first volley to go there. This is pretty good for us. So now this is where the fire really starts mattering, but it is he does have armor on the he does have fortified mustangs, so it will take a little bit longer. And I think we lose this round. Maybe it's a comeback. Hopefully we can win now. Oh my goodness. Bearlike is yeah, okay, so now we have the fire. Super heavy armor. Guess we could go super heavy on this. Portable shield would be nice too, actually. So maybe another portable shield on this high level one. Yeah, we definitely want to start burning. This is good for us. So we have something here, maybe another missile device here, but what do? Can't go shield anymore. What's the problem here? The problem is all this stuff. Ideally go for a factory, right? But how much can we go? Do we even have money for a factory? A level 1 with armor, maybe. Level 1 with armor factory in the middle, maybe? It's kind of crazy, but I think it's potentially legitimate. Let's put that right there in the middle. And I don't know, maybe like a missile here, or don't know what to do with this. This was a nice positioning here. We don't go into the shields. This factory's tanking a little bit. It's tanking this section here, which I think is helpful actually. Every single bit that can get tanked is gonna be huge because the damage. Yeah, I mean damage on a HP on a war factory is way less useful. Yeah, just want to let him know. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Just want to let him know, because we created a YouTube and it's dedicated to his game. So, um, he should be very, very proud that he created such a nice game. Um, yeah. Yeah, just having some friendly canter with a very friendly developer. Um, yeah. So okay, what happened here was so what happened here was we went Wasp Mirror. Apparently, he sold out of his Phantom Race. Um, and how many Wasps do we have? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So he had the number advantage. The ratings were useless, as he knew. And yeah, he also had a technology difference. He had the shield instead of the elite spec, but I think the elite spec is slightly better than the shield if your units are so high level, but I think also for units are so high level, the shield is also pretty good. But we did use the item because so we got pretty much shields on two and a half of them by only paying around I guess 300. So it's kind of like a little bit of a discount, although the energy shield isn't a bad deal here. Um, so level three, level three, level three, a bunch of level twos. So he potentially was winning the mirror. Um, the Phantom Rays were completely useless. So he had the right idea. Yeah, I mean his Mustangs were how much damage did they do? Yeah, so his Mustangs were doing so much to uh the Wasp. So he had a really really good setup here. It was just that he didn't get the levels, which kind of wasn't his fault. He was moving stuff around from the flanks, and he kind of teched one turn later than we did, so we naturally had the advantage. Had he teched the same time we did, it probably would have looked different. But the Mustangs were really helping him out. I mean, 22,000 to 30,000 damage compared to, pretty much the same damage as his, very close to the same damage as level 3 Wasps. Yeah, the Mustangs were doing so much. So he had actually more than us. That's why we are kind of losing almost. And I think the Vulcans, I don't think maybe they didn't do anything. Maybe they did. I'm not quite sure. I might have to try it without the Vulcans and see how it did. But definitely what won us the game at the end was the factory because we were able to get like a third of his army to just lock onto it. And, we were able to beat 2/3 of his army with our full army. We probably couldn't have beat the entire army with the full army. I think we don't even need to like kind of contest that. So the only question for us, I think, is whether or not the Vulcan war crime was good. I think it potentially was bad because he didn't have that many stuff, but we still need. What could have potentially been better would have been to go range and like scorching fire. I think. So I might go back and just try that out because I do feel like this. We need something to take care of his ground army, and it probably shouldn't be the Wasps because his Mustangs have 2,000 damage compared to the level 2 Wasp, which has only 600. So he basically could he quadruples the HP of his Mustangs of his Wasps effectively if we have to go through the Wasps with if we have to kill the Mustangs with our Wasps. So why don't we just go back and just take a look at the Vulcan? I think that was a mistake. All right, so this is when we teched our Vulcans. Right, so we went from, we did 160, 680, so 520 damage. So let's see how this would have played out if we just went for the other technology. So I don't mind what we did with the Vulcan. I just don't think the technology maybe was correct. So range and probably scorching fire, but range first. And I think we sell out of this, right? Or do we sell out of this first? No, I think we sell out of this first. This is more money. Go for the scorching fire. Borrow. Range and... yeah, maybe just a missile here. 100 more. I don't know. I think we just kind of floated, so we'll float the 100. Make sure this is the correct positioning. Okay. So let's see how this goes. Again, the only thing we changed was war crimes versus range and scorch. It almost seems like the scorch, I mean, it does a lot, but these guys are super tanky. So it looks like we actually lose. So no, actually the war crimes did seem like it did better. Interesting. Yeah, so we'll lose by this Raiden. Huh. Interesting. Because actually now the problem I see is the way that we can lose this is actually by the fortified Mustangs. They kind of tank too much, and I think what is it? It triples the HP. So basically they take 3 times longer to kill. But if they're in the fire, I think they tend to burn like more uniformly instead of just targeting one pack at a time. So yeah, so I think okay, so I guess the incendiary bomb and the sticky oil bomb was the correct technology there. Yeah, it just kind of feels like it didn't feel exactly right, but now I'm looking at it, okay. Yeah, the fire was doing something. It just doesn't seem super optimal. But maybe it's because we haven't really played, I think, ever against Fortified Mustang. So it is, it's actually pretty strong technology, especially the way he's playing it with the triple tech. We were lucky he didn't get more levels on it, I think. Because I think at a certain point, at 3,000 HP on round 3, it's starting to be like pretty much a level 1 Phantom Ray for every single unit. I mean, that's starting to get ridiculous. All right. Well, thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.